Welcome to Northern Life, everybody. I'm Hunter here with Ryan and Briggs on this beautiful Monday afternoon, and we look through the show beforehand, always. We look to read all the stories every single time.
Most of the time.
Maybe like half the time. You know, you kind of skim through it, and then I see that I start the show, and then you have about, I don't know, a couple hours to come up with something to start up the show with. And I didn't think of it.
I gave you the start today.
You did.
I produced the show today, and I gave Hunter the start because I figured if anyone would have something to say on this Monday, it'd be Hunter.
I got no quips.
But you guys matched today.
Yeah,
Lovely.
yeah, we can start with that. I know Seth is also wearing kind of like a, what would you call this, like an auburn?
Yeah.
Auburn maroon sort of thing.
Maroon.
Two Hours Agates colors,
Yeah.
perhaps?
Oh.
Go Agates.
Shout out Agates. There you go. So me, Seth, Ryan, and Briggs. You going, is it Duluth East or no?
I went to Duluth East. It's red, but a little bit more
red.
just true red than,
okay.
than the agate colors,
Does
I suppose.
Two Harpers have a fight song?
Yeah, it's it's a good one. It's a good one.
Agates go.
No, it's
Something like that.
It's like
We
we're
rock.
a short team. We fall in line. We're gonna win this game another time. They say we're gonna win this game another time, which I never understood that in the song, but it's
Yeah,
a
it
solid.
seems like you already lost.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but it's a solid song. It's a solid song.
Good.
Check it out. iTunes. Go download it.
I think
iTunes.
it's on iTunes.
Probably.
I don't think
Might be.
iTunes is a thing
Does anyone
anymore.
use that?
Yeah, I don't think
iTunes.
it's a thing. I think they shut that down.
Get that iTunes gift card for
Yeah.
Christmas. That was always a good gift. Well, hey, coming up on today's show, there's a unique business in Duluth taking something very, very old and turning it into something brand new. We'll introduce you to the folks behind Duluth Millworks and show you how they're preserving Twin Ports history.
And later on, a teen golfer has earned his
exactly what
all-time
13-year-old
bragging
golfer
rights. We'll
Ivan
show you his
Kane did
incredible
at the first
accomplishment
round
that
of
only
the
a
Kansas
few people
Junior
can
Golf
claim
event
to
Monday.
have.
According
And
to
Hunter,
the
while you were
National-
off the other week, I learned a lot about you through Facebook or photos sent to me that I don't receive from you. But it looks like you stopped at an Iron Range favorite, Cane Lakes Candies in Virginia, Minnesota. Had some high praise for you. They posted a picture of you on Facebook, and they said it's always great to have the one and only Hunter McCullough make a trip in for some treats, adding that you can catch their favorite meteorologist here on Northern Life and on Northern News Now, or playing music with your brother Colton. And if you want to stop by Cane Lakes Candies, they are in Virginia, Minnesota on Chestnut Street.
That was so sweet of you guys to do that. That was awesome. Yeah, one of my favorite candy stores, for sure. Favorite candy store, I'd say, on the Iron Range. I haven't been to many, but it's a very nice candy store, and we always love to go up there every time we go to Virginia. And that was after a week long of camping and not many showers. So I apologize to all the patrons in there.
They
but-
knew you were coming as soon as you opened the door.
Yeah, they're like, what is
Cleared
that?
the lines, any lines that they were there. Yeah.
What'd you
Wafting
get
the
while
smell.
you were there?
I had some fudge. I got some their famous hot air,
Oh,
which
that's
is
yeah.
oh my gosh, it's fantastic. And then I had the gummy worms and a couple other items, and
wow.
I still have a ton of it. And malted milk balls.
Oh, those are so
Oh my gosh, it was great. So I still have a ton in my cabin that I've been munching on here the past week or so, and I'll continue to munch on it until it's all gone.
We did a story with Cane Lakes Candies. Kendall Jarbo did a while back, and she brought back some hot air. I had never tried it before then, but oh my gosh, was it good.
Oh.
It was so good.
It hits the spot, that's for sure.
It definitely does. Well, especially as people who work in news and read off a teleprompter, remembering how to pronounce certain cities can be challenging, but apparently Reader's Digest has come out and said there's one town in each state that is the hardest to say. So for Minnesota, they say Wayzata is the most difficult. I don't know. I think there might be more difficult ones in Minnesota than Wayzata. I personally think Faribault.
Faribault.
Very
Tough
tricky.
New
the way it's
Prague.
spelled, yep, New Prague.
New Prague.
Even Ely for a lot of people who are from
Bemidji.
southern Minnesota.
Yeah.
I think they pronounce it like Ellie or Eli or something.
Eli.
My mom's been living here for 30-some years. She calls it Eli sometimes. And then she messes me up, and I'm like, I'm on air. I got to say it right, Mom. So she calls it Eli sometimes, and then she'll get it right.
Can you imagine after like 5 years of working on air and you're like, Eli?
One of the biggest
What's up,
cities in
Eli?
this area. Like, hey, Eli, how you doing? No. Oh, my gosh.
And in Wisconsin, there's a lot of really hard ones in Wisconsin, but they say it's Economowalk.
Economowalk.
Did I get it right?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Nailed
There's.
it.
If I was phonetically doing it, Economowalk. Yeah. I mean, I guess you could get it. That is tough just looking at all those letters, though, all together. I'm not easy, I'll say that.
A lot of O's.
A lot of O's.
And this one is especially tricky in Michigan. They said Sault Ste. Marie. I imagine a lot of people go with the Sault Ste. Marie.
Yes. That's how you tell they're not from there. That's probably
one you got to learn quickly here on the news here in Duluth,
Yeah, with
Minnesota.
those Sulaks.
But me and Adam Lorch were having a fight over, I believe it's As Cove, right? Minnesota?
Ascov or Ascove?
Yeah, he says As Cove.
Does he say Ascov?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. So.
I've always
I
said
say Cove.
I've said Cove, I think, driving through anyway, but I've never been there. I've never talked to anybody from from there. Maybe it's Ass Cove. I don't know.
Finlayson and Ascove.
Yeah,
yep.
Finlayson is tough.
Yeah.
Even I think I've been told I say Scanlon wrong. I used to say Scanlon, but I think it's Scanlon.
It helps
Right?
because my cousin married a man whose last name was Scanlon. So
Oh, nice.
There you go.
helpful.
Cabotogama was always one of mine too.
Oh.
Of the I always want to say something weird, but Cabotogama is another.
Yeah.
Cloquet is even weird. Cloquet.
Cloquet?
Yeah,
Some people say cloquette or
Lots
whatever.
of cloquettes.
So be sure to send us your favorites, the hardest to pronounce.
There we go, yeah.
In our messages when you like our Facebook page. Start peeling that onion, folks, because we're getting another layer of everyone's favorite ogre. Shrek 5, officially in the works, set to hit theaters on July 1st, 2026, just in time for the 25th anniversary of that first film. If you feel old.
2026.
Yeah, how
Holy
about
cow,
that?
that's like 2 years away.
While plot details still under wraps, the original trio will return with Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, and Cameron Diaz.
I love Shrek. Such a fun movie. Really good. One of my favorite animated movies.
Great
in fact.
music.
Yeah.
Who is it?
Smash
Mouth?
Yes,
Yeah, you're an
yeah.
all-star.
Now, when I hear that song, I strictly associate it with Shrek.
Yes.
And I think Donkey is probably my favorite.
Oh, Donkey's the
character.
best. I like Puss in Boots and
Gingy. I like Gingy.
Yep.
Gingy's pretty funny.
I don't think I've seen 4 or 3 even. I think I've only seen Shrek 1 and 2, so I'll have to catch up.
Number
You
2.
have some time.
I do.
2 years.
Yeah.
2 years
Is
apparently.
Shrek 3 the one with Justin Timberlake?
Did Justin Timberlake's in one of them?
Justin Timberlake plays a pretty big character in one of them. He plays the prince or something.
Okay.
Yeah,
I did
yeah.
not know that. I'll have to do some more
And
research.
there's a lot. I think there's like series now, like TV shows, stuff like that. Not sure.
Really capitalizing.
Yeah. Making some
Real
money.
quick, speaking of movies, Inside Out 2 is now the highest grossing Pixar movie. That film has earned $1.25 billion globally, which earned, it surpasses actually Incredibles 2, which was the previous record holder. Inside Out 2 is now the 4th highest animated movie ever.
A lot of moolah.
Yeah, we'll be right back after the break.
Welcome back, everybody. If you're looking for a statement piece to add to your home, Duluth Millworks is a great place to turn to.
Yeah, it's really cool. They take a piece of Twin Port's history, they turn it into something brand new.
Yeah, they recently put us to work, giving us an inside look at their impressive process.
So the idea is we're reclaiming wood, we're utilizing it, trying to use natural materials and finishes. We purchased the Globe elevators back in 2018. It's really interesting how they were made. They were built in 1887. How they built the buildings was stacking the wood like this. So a wall was 2x6s just stacked on top of each other. So in each of those buildings, there was 2 million board feet of wood in it. So as far as the preservation of it, I mean, it just develops more character. You can see some of the circle saw marks there, the nail marks. You know, it's really for aesthetics. And, you know, it's great to know it came from this amazing elevator that was such a big part of the history of this community. So I love the stories. And then this is the grain eroded piece I was telling you about.
Cool.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
So the grain would come in from the top. It's like a river flowing, right? And wearing away the wood. So we saved this piece. We found it in the last building.
We go through every single piece with a metal detector. We just make sure every little piece of nail or every little piece of metal's out. After that, we've been taking it through the baker. Our baker, like you said earlier, is our resaw. It cuts them in half. We send them through 2 times because they're all different sizes. The bottom side is our good side, is our keep side. Next step is the planer, so we just push the cart down. Planer gets a nice fresh cut on the bottom.
Which then gets it to the proper thickness. Because we want a standard, whether it be 5/8 inch or 3/4 inch.
Makes her nice and smooth.
We head over to the rip. The rip takes off those those sides gives us a nice clean board to put through our molder.
From there, it moves to our molder, which puts the profile on it, where you have your tongue and groove or shiplap or whatever. Yeah, so this would be a flooring application or a paneling.
Okay.
A lot of what we do is tongue and groove, which is this. So that's awesome.
Yeah, it looks so neat.
We started our Duluth Millworks to be able to kind of refine the product and give something to individuals they could put in their house. We're doing a lot of paneling.
Can we touch?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's Hunter's favorite question when we go to the show.
I'm a feel guy.
I get it.
Yeah, oh, that's cool. Nice.
This one feels nice.
We're doing a lot of the paneling, flooring, different accent pieces for finishing. We're trying to take reclaimed wood and make furniture out of it. And a lot of what we've been doing is make it more contemporary. So this is oak that's like probably close to 500 years old. Wow. That, a lot of people come to us that are building a cabin or remodeling something, and they're like, hey, I want to incorporate some reclaimed wood. And so we have them come in and we can kind of just sit down and say, what are you trying to achieve, We have a lot of people that really are in love with the Old Globe story, and they're like, how do I get that?
That's so cool. I cannot believe wood that is that old
Right.
is preserved that well, first off, but then also just a little TLC, and it's good wood again, and it's the coolest wood because there's so much history behind all of it. And go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say, imagine having that cute little table in your house. What a great talking piece too.
Yes.
You're like, hey, guess what? That table, hundreds of years old.
Yes.
Or even on your walls too.
Yeah.
He's, Brad, big thanks to Brad and the team for having us. It was really cool to go through that process with them and help do that. He said they have a client who is taking that and putting it as their flooring and actually using the old nails to go through every single one of those holes that's in that wood from when they did it way back in the day.
Such a meticulous process.
Yeah, but it's going to look so cool in that person's home.
That's going to be worth it.
And everyone there was so friendly too, allowing us to push the wood through the machine. I know we got a kick out of it, all of us. And I could have been there all day feeding wood through those things. That was really great.
As someone who doesn't usually do that stuff, or like think about it, I guess, you just assume like, oh, I'm going to save this wood, and then it's just going to like maybe sand it down a little bit and then put it as flooring or whatever you're going to do with it. But having that many different machines do a specific task was very cool to see.
You're going to find it hard to believe, but we don't do manual labor all that often.
I know. Yeah, me, the guy from Maple Grove. Yeah. Well, hey, coming up after the break. Unlike me, a teenager makes history on the golf course.
Exactly
We'll share his
13.
impressive accomplishment next.
Welcome back, everybody. A 13-year-old golfer from Heston, Kansas is celebrating his near impossible accomplishment at a junior golf tournament this week.
And as a golfer myself, I can say it is a truly impressive feat.
Many professional golfers dream about getting a hole-in-one at least once in their career. But what about two in the same round?
I still don't feel like it's real.
That's exactly what 13-year-old golfer Evan Kane did in the first round of the Kansas Junior Golf event Monday. According to the National Hole-in-One Registry, there's about a 67 million to 1 chance of that happening.
To know that he went out and did that, I never would have dreamed that that's what he would have done, and now has that memory forever. It's a proud parent moment.
Rebecca Kane says she saw her son develop a passion for the game of golf from the time he was little. However, she says he's really stepped up his game once he started competing.
Maybe within the last 2-3 years, but I definitely say this last year, he's always out here now. I mean, sun up, sun down, we get him when it's dark, we have to make him come in and eat. So he's been very dedicated lately.
As a matter of fact, dedicated enough to even give me some advice on how to hit the ball on the fairway.
You obviously want to get birdies and stuff, so put it decently close, but it's not the easiest. It's easier said than done.
Easier said than done. That's exactly what I found out. I may need to work on my swing. However, Evan has many more years to accomplish more in the game of golf. He's taking time now, though, to enjoy the glory.
I was just shocked and didn't believe it or anything until everyone started cheering and stuff.
In Heston, Nick Nelson, Cake News on your side.
Wow, 2-in-1 round.
Have you ever even been close to a hole-in-one?
I mean, like, I've gotten some like 6 feet away.
That's pretty good.
And then I freak out because I'm like, oh, it's going to go in the hole. But 2-in-1 round is insane. That kid has a really nice swing, by the way. The reporter, not so much.
Not so much. Yeah, you were critiquing a little bit. Like, what the heck was that? I don't know what the heck that was. They both look the same to me. But
yeah.
in a lifetime, like, do people not get hole-in-ones? Like, that's impressive to get 2 in one game.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
You don't. It's the 67 million to 1. I hope he had witnesses. There are probably kids playing with him in that tournament.
Probably.
But, my man.
He should get sponsored. At least get to now like teach some lessons at that course or something. Make a little profit from his skill.
Maybe some free food or something.
Yeah. Free burger at least.
I'll remember that day for a long time. Well, hey, from one impressive feat to another, a Hollywood stuntman from Estonia entered the history books after becoming the first person to do a slackline walking Italy. The nearly 12,000-foot walk was on the longest slackline ever built. It connected mainland Italy with Sicily, anchored on 2 towers on either side of a height of at least 870 feet. It took this man nearly 3 hours to cross to the other side.
Wouldn't your feet and everything just get tired after, like, I don't know, 20 minutes?
My mind would get tired. I don't even think I would make it up to that platform that he walked up. No way. That looks so scary. I think he fell off actually once, about 200 feet away from his destination. So unfortunately, he wasn't able to get the Guinness World Record for this because he fell, and you have to do it in one complete walk, I guess.
How close was he?
He was like 200 feet away, so like, still decently far. But he went so far, clearly, and he is very, very high up. That's like being on one of those antenna towers. We showed you that video of that guy who had the drone when he was changing our lights on the tower.
Yeah.
That's gotta be so crazy to watch from the ground too. You probably can't even see the rope that well.
No.
Yeah.
It just looks unfathomable.
I can't even do the 10-foot slack line.
Yeah, right.
Impressive. Hey, coming up after the break, a special birthday wish plus a look at tomorrow's show.
Welcome back, everybody. Before we go today, I wanted to give a very happy birthday shout out to my sister Gates. She's turning 26 today.
Happy birthday, Gates.
I know, right? Happy birthday, Gates.
Oh my gosh.
I know, she is a fantastic sister. She has quite the range, as you can see
Fantastic
here.
smile in the middle,
Yeah,
too.
right. I think that's her kindergarten school photo, and my mom told her that she had to smile big, and so that's what
She did it.
She did.
Wow.
So that is one of our favorite photos of Gates, and kind of encompasses her whole personality. She was a bit of a wild child. She's the third one in the family, so they tend to have the most energy, I would say. But she's a fantastic sister. She was in my wedding, gave a wonderful speech. I know you guys were both there to hear it. And just always such a supportive sister and friend too. And so I hope you have the best day, Gates. Get to do something fun today, even though it's Monday. Hopefully go out for dinner or something like that.
Yeah, do something fun. Happy birthday, Gates. And hey, guess what? Coming up tomorrow, you probably have gotten to know some of the Team USA folks and exactly what they're capable of when you're watching those trials. But many of those athletes have hidden talents that you probably wouldn't expect. We'll show you exactly what unique skills these Olympic athletes possess coming up on tomorrow's show.
It's a lot of instruments there. Look at that.
Well-rounded folks.
A lot of skills. Well, we had a lot of fun here today, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your Monday out there, folks.
Find some time to throw a line, or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern